Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Alltrac scheduler training. Now, this video specifically is for scheduling an appointment. We do have a separate training video that goes over some of the other options that you can access from the scheduler, because there are things outside of scheduling appointments that you can do with this screen. But for right now, let's really bring it down into just scheduling an appointment step by step. So today we're going to play a little bit of pretend. We're going to say we have a customer on the phone who would like to schedule an alignment with us. So I'm going to go ahead and locate the alignment bay right here on my scheduler. I'm going to have a conversation with them, ask them exactly what they're looking for. It sounds like maybe they need a little bit of additional work outside of our normal alignment set time that we would do. So as I go over here, he's going to request this 1 o'clock spot. I'm just going to hold down my left mouse button. I'm going to drag it over. And instead of my normal hour, I'm going to say, you know what, let's go ahead and give that an hour and a half just based on that conversation. When I let go of that mouse, this screen is going to pop up, and this is what we're going to use to locate our customer with. I'm going to put in our good friend, William Shatner. He comes here all the time. He knows Point S is the best. And this is where we're actually going to fill in that appointment information. Over here for delivery option, we're going to select if the customer is waiting, if this is a drop-off, or pickup and delivery, if that's a service your location offers. We're going to say he's just dropping it off with us today. Now, if he was a drop off that was basically, we were trying to just fit him in and he said, you know what, I can just drop it off in the morning and you guys can work on it whenever you want to, but I just have to have it done by 4 o'clock. You could put that in here to let your team know that information. For vehicle, he already has some vehicles in here because he's been here with us before. We're going to go ahead and select that Nissan Cube. However, if he had not been here before, or if he had a new vehicle, you can actually click this new button right here and select that and fill that information in for him. For services, we're going to go ahead and select alignment. And it's going to go ahead and default to the alignment bay because that's where we did that drag and drop on that previous screen on the scheduler. Now, this technician button right here is really a great tool for your service advisors or your lead technicians to control the workflow throughout the day. You can assign these appointments to specific technicians to make sure that they all get handled in a great workflow, basically like an air traffic controller, but with your work orders. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to assign that to Hefe Waddlepop. He's my alignment guy. Now, if the customer had any comments in here, we're going to say pulling to the left, slight damage to front. Maybe he bumped into something and he wants us to take a look at all that while we're in here. Staff notes, if you have any notes that you want to put in, like if he was a walk-in and you looked out and you saw some damage that you wanted to note on there, but we're just going to go ahead because we're on the phone with him. We haven't seen the vehicle yet. We're just going to go ahead and put that in there because that's what he told us. We have some contact method information down here. Currently it's set to text, and these are the type of messages that he can receive, and we're going to hit save. So great, here's our appointment. It's currently orange, which indicates that it's not arrived. So now we're going to go ahead back into our land of pretend to pretend that William Shatner has walked in and handed us his keys, and he is ready to have that Nissan Cube taken care of today. I'm going to go ahead and right click this appointment, and I'm going to hit check in. Now it's going to ask you this vehicle information, and it's okay if you don't have it at this point because there is an option for your technicians to actually enter it in later when they're actually with the vehicle in person. I don't know many people that know their odometer reading or their VIN number when they actually come up to the counter. So it's perfectly okay to click check in. Now this is turned blue. It signals checked in. And it also lets me know by this little icon that there's a note here. There's that note right there from the customer. And when I check this in, it's also going to notify the technicians in the back that this work order is ready to begin. So let's go ahead and let's say that the technician had completed their work and they were all done on their side and they had done the inspection and this vehicle is ready to go. Now I would right click on it and I would complete the vehicle and it would ask me if I would like to send the customer a finished message. I'm going to go ahead and say yes. And it's going to send them a text because that's the option that we had selected on that screen when we had kind of put in their information earlier. And we're going to hit confirm. Now it changes to green. It lets me know that this vehicle is finished. You can still see the icon that there's a note. This little check mark right here lets me know that finished message has been sent to the customer, so they've been notified. And when they come in to pick up their vehicle, we've handed them their keys, they've paid their invoice. Now I'm actually going to put checkout. And now this changes to picked up. And this lets me know that not only is the vehicle finished, but it is actually gone and off of my lot. So I know that at the end of the day, I don't have any vehicles sitting around waiting for someone to pick them up. So that's a really quick walkthrough of how you make an appointment for your customer and how you can check them out in Alltrac. If you have any questions, make sure you reach out to me, 971-201-5512. Feel free to text me a screen of where maybe you have questions or you need more information. You can also email me at reginalee@pointstire.com. And make sure you check out the other video that goes over a little bit more information on the scheduler. And we'll also have some other ones for your technician view and even your settings. Thank you so much. I hope you all have a great day.
Hey, do you want more training in Alltrac? Then feel free to check out our training video playlist here on YouTube. Thank you for watching this video, and you have an amazing day.